Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So if you're wondering what today's video is all about, keep on watching because today I am going to be taking you through the 10 things that you must have in your living spaces. So before we get on into this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It definitely goes a long way. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Latifah and let's get started. So before guys we even move to anything serious, first of all I want to give this disclaimer that these are just my own opinions, things that I feel that are important to have as an interior designer in your spaces. So at the end of the day, watch this video having that in mind. How many of you have seen spaces and you felt like they are well designed, they are well intentionally designed, and they're just looking perfectly beautiful, and you wondered like what should you do or what things can you put in place to ensure that your space looks as beautiful as they are? Well, there's nothing that is out of this world that they have done to those spaces. All they have done is simply the smallest, or try to trick the eye by putting in the simplest of things that sometimes you tend to avoid in our spaces. A living space is a place that you want to feel cozy. You want to cozy yourself up while watching your TV, or even when you're entertaining your friends, or even when you're just reading a book or watching the TV and all that. So you want that space to be invested in. You want that space to feel intentionally designed before any other thing is done. This is the first impression that you get from your guests, from your friends, from your family members. And because maybe you're that kind of a person who loves entertaining, you want them to feel invited and warm and happy and excited when in that particular environment or space. So for you to be able to give them that, you don't necessarily have to do a lot of things that are way expensive or out of your reach at that particular time. All you need is the simplest of things to ensure that that space feels beautiful, inviting, classy, and high-end, and all that. So the first thing that you need to ensure that you have in your space is of course a throw blanket. So how many spaces have you seen that look beautiful and do not have throw blankets? Even if they're not there, at the end of it all, you'll notice that if it's a space that you've gone to visit, they have kept their throw blankets somewhere in a basket, in a storage unit, or somewhere that is hidden, so that they're only used when people need them and all that. And you've also noticed that those throw blankets, if they're not visibly seen, they still match the theme color and the theme design style that is going on in that particular space or in that particular living room. So you need, or you want to have a throw blanket in your space. And before you even go to buy a throw blanket, ensure that you already know the color schemes that are going on in your particular living room for you to be able to buy a throw blanket that is within that color scheme, or something that really integrates well to co-marry together and give you that cohesive look that you're going for at the end of it all. The second thing that you need to have in your living spaces is of course throw pillows. So I know that you've seen throw pillows everywhere, and this is something that you need to be very crucial and very keen when it comes to having them in your particular space. I know I have done videos speaking about throw pillows before. Avoiding throw pillows that are flat, this is not something that you really want to have in your space. Also try to have throw pillows that are well puffed up, and of course throw pillows that vary in different dimensions and in different sizes. And try to also have these throw pillows in different materials, different textures, in different styles, so that they're able to do their magic and make that space look beautiful and unique. And remember that throw pillows do not just act as a form of beauty, they also provide comfort, especially when you're sitting down and you just want to have that nice coziness in your space. So if you want that, also ensure that you have nice throw pillows in your furnitures, and this definitely elevates the look of your space and make that space look beautiful. And the good thing about this is that you don't need to spend a lot. So you may have a throw pillow that is quite new and still usable and functional in your space. All you need to do, especially when you want to have different design styles, or you want to change up different design styles in your space, you can always customize your own throw pillow covers that go very well with your styles and all that. And actually, I've noticed that customizing your own throw pillow covers is much cheaper compared to buying. So this is a great way that you can utilize this opportunity and ensure that you have a variety of styles, patterns, and colors, that you can play around in your furniture and make that place look personalized to your own liking and to your own needs and style. Rugs is something that you don't want to miss in your space. And the reason why I'm saying this is because rugs, of course, bring in that coziness and warmth to your space. I know this is something that many people see it as obvious, but others sometimes opt not to have rugs. And for me, if you ask, a rug is something that really plays a big part when it comes to designing your living room and making that living room feel lively, warm, and cozy. You want your space to feel inviting and intentionally designed. So you want to ensure that you choose a good rug for that particular space. There are a variety of different designs of rugs out there in the market that you can choose. So try to go for something that is within your budget and something that is really within the kind of design style that you're going for, and something that is the right size. I know this is where many of us get it wrong and wonder what to do, but what you want to do is try to have a rug that is the right size for your furniture and for your living space. So try to have a rug that is going under your sofa, giving you that impression and feel that it's covering the whole surface, but also try to avoid it going all the way towards the wall. Try to have it 6 to 10 inches from the edges of furniture to the to the edges of the rug, and this really gives you a very nice, good looking finish, which is a great way to design your space and make that space look beautiful. Who doesn't love plants in their spaces? If you don't, then I don't know what you're looking for, but plants is definitely one way to ensure that your living space is looking cozy, inviting, and beautiful. So a plant is something that you don't want to miss in your living space, simply because it just enhances that look and makes it feel seamless and more finished. And other than just providing the essential part of applying the beauty or making your space look beautiful, it also cleans your air and purifies carbon dioxide into oxygen during the night. How awesome is that? So it's literally changing your life each and every day. So a plant is something that you really want to have in your space because it really gives you that nice mood and experience in your own space. And especially if you go for live plants, which I really encourage you guys to do, there are a variety of plants out there that you can use in your spaces. There are a variety of plants that you can buy for your spaces. I've done a video about plants previously. I'll leave a link down in the description box where you can go and check it out to understand more when it comes to buying plants. How beautiful does a space feel when you have art wall in your living space? This is something that is so unique, so beautiful, and something that I would encourage everyone to have in their living spaces. If you're that kind of a person who feels that maybe art ain't something that you would want to explore yet, then there are a variety of ways that you can still decorate your walls and make them beautiful. There are different designs and patterns that you can play with to still make those walls look very stunning, beautiful, and inviting. If you're that kind of a person that still wants to experiment with art, then I would encourage you to try and go for the largest art piece that you can find. In this way, it definitely makes that statement and makes that space look more inviting, high-end. What I'm simply trying to say is that your walls cannot afford to not have anything on them. They need it and they deserve it, and you're definitely going to see the value and the beauty they bring to your space when when you decorate your walls and all that. If you feel that maybe you don't want to do artwork, or maybe you're not ready to experiment, or you just want something that is very minimal at your end, there are a variety of designs that are very minimal nowadays that you can apply and still have in your walls. Or you can as well just decide to go for something that something like an accent wall. There are different designs that you can play with that can go very well in your particular walls and still give that nice statement that you want to go for in your living space. Floor lamps definitely play a big part when it comes to elevating the look of your home, and this is something that you really need to have in your living space. So ensure that you have a floor lamp that works the best for your needs and styles. And floor lamps, you can use them in different variety of ways, so try to just come up with what works best for you and the style that works best for you. Integrating your design style in that definitely goes a long way. So sometimes you find that maybe you just want to relax in your couch or just watch a movie, and you don't want having too much light in that space at that particular time. A floor lamp really comes in handy at that particular time. So try to have a floor lamp whereby you're able to interchange and change your experience of lighting in your particular space. And one good thing about lighting, it definitely elevates your mood. So maybe sometimes you just want to have that nice calming experience and vibe in your living space, so a floor lamp really plays a big part in that. And maybe sometimes you just want to read a book in your living space and you don't want too much light coming from all corners in your space, then a floor lamp really plays a big aspect in doing that for you. And other than just playing the purpose of supplying the right amount of light in your living space, it also acts as an object of decoration, especially if you go for those antique, nice, good looking, unique floor lamps that are available in our shops nowadays. This is a great way to just incorporate that in your design style and make that space look beautiful and look unique. So a floor lamp is something that you don't. If there's anything that I've noticed that any living room should never miss on or miss out on, is definitely a coffee table. A coffee table plays many purposes in your living space, and this is something that you really need to ensure that you have. So what I can advise is you try to have something that is within the size of your living space, or perhaps you have a small space and you feel that maybe a coffee table is going to cover the remaining space of your living room. Don't worry, all you need to do is just try to get the right size, because I'm assuming if your living room is small, that means then you have the right furniture for that particular space. So try to have the right size of coffee table in your particular living room. Try to ensure that you have the right shape, the right material, and the right size for that particular space, for it to function well and for it to work as a coffee table that is really intentionally put in that particular living space. Coffee tables play a big part when it comes to putting things on the table, also as a surface that you can decorate. There are a variety of ways that you can use your coffee table other than just decorating it and putting things on top, or a surface that you can put your drink on and all that. So a coffee table plays a big part in that. If you feel that maybe a coffee table is not something that works for you, then I would recommend going for a multifunctional ottoman that applies as a coffee table and also applies as a place that one can sit as an extra sitting option, or a place that you can put your foot on and all that. So there are a variety of ways that you can play around and try to make things work for you, but you cannot miss to not have something in the middle of your sofa or couch. How many of you have gone in living rooms or spaces where you see people have hung their TV and they have no media console table below the flat screen? That space definitely looks so horrible, and I'm not a fan of these guys. I'm sorry if you're that person. All I'm saying is that you need a console media table below your TV, finish that look and to make it feel complete and intentionally designed. This really elevates the look of your space. And one advantage of actually having a media console table is that you can accessorize it. You can put flowers on it. You can display your photos. You can display whatever you have, and just that makes that space look so finished and so well designed, giving you that finished look that is beautiful, cohesive, and very aesthetic. So you want to consider that when you're designing your house. Ensure that you have a console media table that is working for you. So there are a variety of ways that you can do this, and things you can design your console table that is within your budget. So don't worry if you feel that maybe it's too expensive. Try to customize something that is within your budget. You can always go to Pinterest, look for ideas, get inspired, get guidance on what to do, the materials to use, the size, and all that. So try to ensure that the size of your console table or media console table is matching that of your flat screen, and ensure that everything is proportionally well done so that it's pleasing to the eye and feels right at the end of it all. There is no right or wrong way of accessorizing your house. At the end of it all, you are the one who knows yourself best, and you know what you love. So try to integrate the things that you love that are artistic, and at the end of the day make the space look more beautiful and elevate the look that you want to have at the end of it all. So try to have accent pieces in your space. Don't shy off from things that you've never tried before. Experiment is the way to learn and the way to have new adventures in your designing style, and of course to understand if you really want to do things differently apart from the way you've done it before. So just try to be unique, try to be creative, and accessorize your space in the best way that you can, and ensure that it fits your needs and style and lifestyle at the end of it all. So what you want to do before you identify the kind of decorating accents you're going to buy or you want to use for your living room is that you need to identify your designing or your decorating style. This will guide or lead you into making the right choices. So because there are a variety of things that you can go for. For instance, if you're a modern kind of a person, you can go for vases or pots that are white or black in color. There are things that you can incorporate that just make that place look more modern and looks more beautiful. You can go for very minimal art wall and all that. So you want to ensure that you already know the kind of decorating style you're going for, or rather your color scheme that you want to have in your living space, so that you're able to buy the right accent pieces for that particular space. Now, you guys, other than everything else that I've mentioned, there's just one thing that makes everything look and seem complete, and this is having nice curtains. And not just having any curtains, guys. I'm saying that try to go and ensure that you customize your curtains to fit the kind of curtain rows you have, and try to of course personalize them to make your living room feel high-end and feel more inviting and calming and cozy, because that is exactly what you want to go for at the end of it all. One thing that I can advise you, especially if you want to customize your curtains, is that try to ensure that they're as high as possible towards the ceiling, and of course make sure they're also touching the floor a little bit, not so much, because if it's too much then that becomes not so good and looks so bad. So also try to ensure that your curtain rows are a bit wide away from your curtain or your window frame, and this way it gives in or allows a very nice allowance of light to come in your space. And light is very important when it comes to just having a very nice space that you really enjoy being in and spending time in. So having nice curtains is definitely something that you must have in your living room. Avoid things that don't make sense or don't match your design style, and curtains is definitely a way to go, because it definitely gives you the standard that you want people to see in your living space. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and of course don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It definitely goes a long way. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this video. Anything that you feel that needs to be part of this list, please make sure to also comment down below and let me know about it. I love replying to your comments and also interacting with you guys. I would love to, keep on hearing from you people. And other than that, I'll see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.